Hello everyone, beautiful beings. My name is Bianca. Thank you for watching this YouTube channel, this YouTube video. Today I'll be talking about the Trinity of Creation, of manifestation. And this is what we'll be talking about today is the formula of creating really our soul's purpose here on earth. I mean, we could go through a whole year's journey unlocking this, but I'm going to put into 10 minutes this formula because I think many of us have part of the formula and the rest is missing to equal then deepest reciprocity, deepest manifestation and abundance. So, and I'm very excited about it. It's been something that I've been really intuitively doing my entire life. And more recently, I've very much decided that it's time to have a look at the really quantum mechanics of what is happening here, the energetics of what is happening here when we are in the process of creation. I mean, we are nature, we are physical, energetical, spiritual beings, and we're also biological beings, and we have systems that correlate and are connected to physics, electron, neutron, proton, negative, feminine, masculine, positive, these qualities within us. And if we fine tune this instrument that we are, I've always loved to call us these beautiful instruments singing our song to life. If we fine tune these, then we can really harmoniously dance with all of life in a very beautiful, graceful, balanced, abundant, fulfilling way. So, I'm going to talk about the Trinity of Creation. And the Trinity of Creation, we're going to deep dive really into the masculine, the feminine, that balance which needs to happen, that balance between feminine and receiving, masculine giving, and then the one pillar in the middle, which is our alignment, deepest alignment. I'm going to begin with alignment. If we imagine a triangle, at the top would be this quality of alignment. And when I talk about alignment, I mean that what we think, what we say, and what we do is coherent, is aligned, is one flow. When we imagine, when we think, then our words match that and our actions match that. For example, if you're going every day to a job that you absolutely hate and you're there doing work that you absolutely hate, that is not alignment. That's okay. Sometimes we have to go on paths, I did it too, that are not in alignment, but we do that path so we can fine-tune ourselves into deeper alignment. It's a process. But if you're aware that you're not in alignment, it's time to make a shift, because this whole process of harmonious living in abundance can only activate when we are living an abundant life. And often that requires a lot of courage, a lot of trust that the universe will catch you. But once you do it, I promise you, you will leap into the beautiful, balanced, joyful, ecstatic dance of life. And so there's many ways that we can bring ourselves into coherence here, into alignment. And for me, that really is that inner work, that process of getting to know who we are. Who am I? We're so blessed to have many tools these days to refine, make a refinement in that self-knowledge, in that process of self-observation, awakening to the truth of who we truly are. Meditation, breath, yoga, sound journeys, being in nature, taking care of our health. So there's many ways that we can fine-tune this alignment. Of course, our heart might already know some things that might want to change before that might want to change to come into alignment, but maybe it's too scary, or we don't have the trust or the confidence. Many of us, maybe when I'm talking, you're like, oh, thinking about what that is, a relationship or a friendship or something, or a addiction. We all have it. It's okay. It's part of being human, and it's part of learning and connecting with who we truly are more deeply. And so observation and recognition of this is one first step. It's great. Once we start to embody a self practice, a daily practice, a practice of inner attunement, we will cultivate the confidence and trust to make those changes, the discipline to make those changes. But you have to start doing the inner work. If you want support on that, you can connect with me at hello@BcK&x.com. I'm so happy to share resources, or just go onto my Linktree page, which is a link below, and it has a bunch of resources, and it's something I'm so passionate about. It's like this inner alignment needs to happen for us to be not just in balance, but for us to really live a life of purpose, fulfilled, and to its fullest. The inner alignment. And that happens through a daily practice, a daily moment of silence, to go inside, to close our eyes and just breathe. Just breathe. So if you're watching this and you don't want to go check out other resources, my invitation is just to take every morning, commit. What time will you wake up? When will you sit down to do this practice? Where will you sit? Have a candle there, maybe create a little altar with a flower and a candle and a picture that inspires you. Sit down at 7 a.m. every morning, put your timer on for 20 minutes, light your candle, and just breathe. That's all you need to do to start. But do it every day, and not just for 2 or 3 days, but for a minimum of 2 months. If you can do it, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. I was not planning to talk so much about inner alignment, but it's just so important, because we can't even go to the other prongs of this formula until that, at least there's an intention to refine yourself. There's a reason why yoga and this whole wellness thing has, and spirituality is so popular. It's because people are starting to do the inner work, align themselves, and then, oh my gosh, they're playing a whole new game of life. A whole new game, completely new ball game. So alignment. Who we truly are is what we are expressing in this life, in this world. Alignment. Okay, and so let's go down to the other points of this triangle. And one of them is this place of our feminine, our feminine side, this part of, it's the negative pole, it's the part that receives, it's the part that is soft, it's the part that is in flow, the part that, yes, dances with this Shakti energy, with this feminine energy. It's the creative in us. All of these things. And I think the big misconception that I want to talk about is people are asking me, how do we manifest? By just dropping into our feminine. By totally, and it's something that I share as well, because it's a very important part. We're moving along this process. Although there's not one first, second, third. They happen simultaneously. But there's a misconception that if we simply just relax into our feminine, the golden platter will arrive to us. And if we just come into that parasympathetic nervous system, which is that part of us that is like not in fight or flight, that is completely relaxed, completely in presence. Okay, this is powerful. So I'm going to tell you a big secret. Cultivating this divine feminine quality within us is a life hack. And I again have beautiful, even free courses on how to awaken our divine feminine. Because when we do that, we're really giving ourselves permission and acknowledging ourselves to be worthy, that we are loved. Because in that process of self-care and awakening the qualities of the divine feminine, there's a lot of presencing, there's a lot of self-love practices to just connect back to this amazing, glorious being that we are. And when we signal to the universe that we are worthy, because we are actually taking the time to honor our temple, our physical temple, our mind temple, our body temple, our heart temple, everything that we are through going to yoga classes, through having time in the day to have a tea and journal. When we start to open up our lives for that, we are signaling that we are worthy of that. And when we shift our signal, our frequency, then the universe responds and serves us in the new frequency that we believe ourselves to be, because what we believe is. So in our new frequency, we will be then served in that. So yes, of course, so much magic will happen when you just devote to yourself and self-care and self-love and softness and stillness and slowing it down and space for your creativity. So much magic will happen when you get there, because it's in that vibration that you cultivate that you have a whole new relationship with the universe, a whole new relationship with the universe. Your frequency has shifted. Your communication has shifted, and you're saying, I am worthy of this rather than this. Or I'm worthy of this rather than this. And when you speak that and you embody that and you believe it, the universe also does. It's just a whole hologram. We're co-creating this beautiful reality. So, cultivating the divine feminine within us is huge. And yes, I have some beautiful resources. Also, again, connect with me if you want to learn more. I'm so happy. Follow me on Instagram. I share so much knowledge, or sign up for my Rose Letter, because I'm always sharing tips on how we can do that. It's so important. So this is one big part of the whole formula. There's the alignment, then there's the feminine, the softness, the really deepening into self-love, coming into the heart, slowing down, laying on a rock in the river and just being there for an endless amount of time without anywhere needing to go, anywhere. Okay, I think the misconception comes when we think that from just cultivating that, the whole rest of the roadmap unlocks. And it unlocks a lot. But if you're ready to kind of take it to the next level, then the balance and the flow and the alchemy happens when we then honor this healthy inner divine masculine, which is one of taking action and serving and giving. When we are serving and giving from a place of deep alignment, giving without expectation of return, giving from the heart, giving out of service, giving out of love, giving because we truly feel to make this world a better place. If that's simply taking an extra 20 minutes to talk to a friend that usually you don't have time for, or making space for something you don't, or helping someone, or doing anything, that's being in your giving, that's being in your masculine. And it's not in your masculine from the head, it's not in a forceful way, it's from the heart. It's from a true desire to give from the heart space. And this is the flow. We're receiving and we're giving. We're receiving codes and nourishment from the universe. We're receiving abundance, money perhaps, gifts from the universe. And we're also giving. What are we giving for that? And this has to always be dancing, and it's always coming from our aligned center. So what are we giving? Our service, our gold. We're giving that which is channeling through us, that niggle in your heart, which I said maybe you know what that next step is. You know what you should be doing. It feels so far off maybe, whatever. That inner alignment practice gives you the confidence to start really taking action on what you know you need to do. It's really the laws of the universe. If you're not doing what you know you're here to be doing, or not following your excitement, or not following your truth, you're going to come out of whack with the whole orbital constellation of this universe. And that's not fun. That's just going against the flow of the river. We're here to be the river, fully embodied in our authenticity, giving and serving and receiving, and really living the life of our dreams. And it's possible. And it really comes down to just imagining that Trinity. And if you are like, whoa, wow, I got a long way to go, no worries. Start to let the whispers of each one of you infiltrate your life. And I'll give you some tools right now. I love just giving tools because I think it's important not just to talk, but to let you go and start to embody these things so you can actually experience real shifts. And this piece of alignment, 20 minutes every day. Pick a time that you begin. Do 20 minutes, closed eyes, follow your breath. Find a place in your home where you'll do it. Build an altar with a candle, a picture, and do that for 2 months. If it's hard for you, just keep going. If you'd rather have a guided meditation, you can also look for a 20-minute guided meditation. But for me, I just like to put some beautiful, soft, soothing, relaxing music on and breathe. And the first couple of weeks are going to be interesting. And the next couple of weeks are going to be more interesting. And the next weeks are going to be even more interesting. But eventually, I promise you, you will arrive at a place that feels nourishing. And without it even feeling nourishing, even when it's interesting, there is a transformation happening inside through your intention to change and align. So, the alignment. So, 20-minute practice for your feminine. After this video or right now, write down 5 things you can do to honor yourself more. Actions you can take for deeper self-care and self-love. So you can write them down, finish after the video if you want. But then more importantly, implement them. When are they going to happen? Are they a daily thing that happens? Or you're going to spend an extra 5 minutes putting body lotion on in the mornings or in the evenings? Like, take time to brush your hair in quietude. To give yourself half day off throughout the week to enjoy the river, enjoy the ocean, enjoy the park with a friend. Slowing it down. And for that one, I mean all of them, but that one, register for my free 3-day guidance to awakening your divine feminine within. It'll help a lot. And then for the masculine, it's really beginning to take action. Taking action on what you know. What you know is true to you. Yeah. Being of service. Helping someone out. Doing something perhaps you wouldn't normally do. Maybe in your journaling in the mornings, if you do that. If you don't, I would highly recommend a journaling practice. In your journaling practice, write in the morning, how can I be a better person today? What action can I take? And ask yourself that every morning. That's a good way. That's a good point to start. And do that every day. And start to be in service. And start to give. Be in the energy of giving and offering and serving from the heart. Because as this accumulates, all this energy of giving, you're also bringing in the receiving. And be mindful. Watch what's happening in your life. Watch what's coming in. Watch what's coming out. Bring yourself into more and more alignment every day. Do the self-work. Join a meditation class. Join a yoga class. Do it. I'm sharing this with you because I feel very passionate. I know I am here to support infinite beautiful beings like you to awaken to their highest potential, to awaken, simply awaken to their truth and live their best life. I did it. And so many more have done it, and you can do it too. So with that, much love. If you have any inquiries, please connect with me. If you like this video, please like it, send a comment, let me know, and many, many blessings.